Good morning. So starting with Dixie for the last days of this month of August. So same chart as usually with this big trend line here in the middle. We went through this trend line, back tested it, we pulled back from it, and now we are coming back inside again. So about the weekly close, which is always the guideline I usually take. We have this very important 23.6 fib that you see here that is measuring all this move up. We already spoke about this for a long time now. And for now, nothing has changed, meaning we have open and close, 3 candles completely now, a weekly candle above this 23.6 fib. Last time we went up, we broke it, we open and close a candle, and then we pull back on this black trend line in confluence with this downtrend line here. We had this big downtrend line here. We had the black trend line there. It was a big confluence, and that's where we pull back from. Now, I still think we should see this 38.2 till we do not break back under, open and close under this area. We still keep this level as a target. So here, as I said, we have 1, 2, 3 candles or open and close above this level, suggesting we will still run for the 38.2 here, and we have the 1-to-1 of a big ABC here there. So that's what I see as a medium term or long term view. We can even see that on the close of the month, or we can see it perhaps on the NFP. I don't know what will be the catalyzer, but something could make that we should go and see this area. We have there the 2 black trend line. We already touched them there. We have this very important 38.2 fib. We have another one here, which is the ABC. It's not this one, it's probably that one, yes. So this one is measuring this ABC here, which is a daily ABC. We already spoke about that one. You can see it clearly on the Heikin-Ashi candles. So we have this ABC. We have respected several times the 61.8 here. You see it quite well. You see how many times we respected this level. It's better with a regular candle. So the 61.8, this one, which is 93.04, has been respected nicely. We have been struggling on it in last week many times. You remember that many times last week we have been struggling. We closed a little bit under the 50% of this ABC move, but it's still valid. So it's still I'm still using this one, of course, and we have the 1-to-1 extension of this ABC, which is one of the medium-term or short-term target at 93.96 here. And then, as I said, we have the 38.2 fib at 94.45, and perhaps a little push up to this 1-to-72 extension of this famous ABC we are speaking about at 94.62. What is interesting here is if you can see how this 1-to-72 extension would make kind of double top with this September 2020 highs. So that could be a good thing, or that could be a good technical target from the technical point of view on this chart. So nothing has changed for me now. We still look for a push higher. Perhaps before, we can see it probably before the month's end or something like that. We had this big spike down on this spike down on Friday, and it was a pity because we started to move very nicely after the small consolidation. we started to move nicely up. As you see here, it was going up very, very well. And I was thinking we were already inside the second or the next leg up to this level, but we didn't, due to the Powell speech interpretation we had on Friday. So we had this pullback, this big pullback here, and we landed in that area. Now we have some level here. We have this 50% fib to break back above and then go higher, which is what I expect to see as soon as we respect on a weekly close base this 2360 fib together with a 38.2 fib of this ABC, daily ABC. So I'm expecting still a move up the level I mentioned. To repeat them last time, 38.2 at 24.47, the one-to-one extension at 93.96, and we have, if I remember well, we have this small inside ABC, which is an inside ABC here that we have been respecting. You see, for example, the spike on Friday turned right on this level here at the 50% of this ABC, so we will keep an eye on it. We need to break back above the 2360 of this ABC. As soon as we would break back above, we could come back, bounce from it, and start moving higher. Today is bank holiday in England, so perhaps not in this morning, but who knows? If not, probably the afternoon we should see more volume due to the fact that US traders, some of the US traders are coming back this week, and the other part should come back next week. So we should be back with some thicker market than we had in the last day. So still looking for this move up, as we said. First one-to-one at 93.88, second one-to-one extension at 93.96, and then we have the levels you can see here up to the 38.2 or 1 to 72 extension. So that's what we are targeting now. And that's what I'm targeting now, and nothing has changed since last week. Concerning Euro-USD, same thing. The difference with the Euro-USD is, and that's why I had an order here on Friday that has been tagged on the open, and now I'm short from the stop there. We have this nice trend line here, which is there, and we tested it again for the second time. The first time was here, the second time is there. So we are above the daily 2021 EMA, but as you see, it can happen and then come back inside. That's what I'm expecting according to the Dixie views. So we should still, if the Dixie view is correct, of course, we should still go and tag this level at 116.04 and before see a bounce on this big monthly order block and monthly top. Here we have a very strong monthly resistances, so that we should, if we break lower, we should first see a bounce here and then a much bigger bounce in this area. So that's what I'm looking at, and we see how on Friday sorry, how this morning, yes, it was around 4 o'clock my time, after the New York Open, after the open of the market on Sunday yesterday, we see that we tested this trend line and we pulled back from it. If we look on a smaller time frame, you can see it like this. So we could see even today another retest of that. We have a small one-to-one extension there at 118.12, which could be perhaps a little bit of spike above it and then come back inside. But I'm really looking at this trend line very, very closely because of this one-to-one extension at 118.12. And of course, because of the trend line, which is an important one that is starting in, on this low in 2020 and then the second low in March 2021. So that's where we are. We bounced from it a little bit, came back under it, tested it, back tested it again, pulled back from it. We are back tested it for the second time now. So That's why I'm looking for a lower move on the Euro USD. Concerning the other chart we have, let me drag it here. 1 second. Okay, so here it is. So we have this same thing. We have this trend line here. This chart is the chart with the green and black level we use as support and resistances. We have them here. So those levels are very important for us because they give us in advance some good support and resistances level, as we can see. So what happened on Friday? We touched not on Friday, sorry, on Sunday night, on the night between Sunday and today, we touched this trend line or green level about at 3 o'clock my time, which is 1 o'clock GMT. And then we pull back from it. Now we are struggling first on what was the top of this kind of flag we had there that we broke on Friday with the Powell speech. But I think we could very well come back under this one and then see lower, as I just explained. So nothing very new here. Important thing there is the S&P 500. So the S&P 500, I have got some short here and a short there. So normally we should have respected this 4,507 level. We see we went a little bit higher. We came back on it, bounced from it. And now I would like to see a break of it to see the first pullback I was expecting on this level. The level is still valid and we see very well how we have been bouncing from it. But I want to see the price coming back under it and then we could see a first pullback. The biggest pullback will be, of course, at 4,552, which is the one-to-one extension of a big ABC that has been very accurate till now, and that's still what we look for. That was draw last week, so I was expecting a touch of this level, then a bounce, pullback from it, and the bounce from something lower to go to this higher level. We will perhaps never see that, but I think we should see this 4,552. We have the same drawing here with some interesting level. If we pull back, if we keep this high here, you see we have the 214 and 236 fib of this move up, of this big move up that would come right on this support area, and that's very, very nice. At the same time, we have here the weekly 50 EMA, the weekly or the daily, let me check. Yes, it's the weekly 50 EMA, so that would create a very good area. If we would come back inside here, that would create a very good area of support, but we are not there yet. So we need to see what will happen with the 4,507 level, and if we break, we will see the 4,552 a little bit higher before we get the pullback. Concerning the 4,552 level, important thing is the fib. Where is this fib, by the way? It's not that one. So the ABC fib, it's on the other chart, probably on that one here. Yes, it's this one, sorry. So we have this ABC fib, which is giving this 4,552 level, and you see how it has been working very nicely here on the 7640 fib. We see we have been struggling on the 61.8, and we see that we came back and bounced right from the 61.8, which is where we had a call long when we arrived there. It was middle of August, we called the long from there. I banked it a little bit early, was expecting we would pull back before, but we didn't. So we are still in this in this big ABC, and that is giving us the other level, 4,294 for a pullback where we should bounce from it. The big one at 38.2 fib 4,233, and that's all what we will use when the price will come back lower, will pull back, which should happen soon again. When I say soon, it doesn't mean within 1 hour, but due to the fact that the price is really very, very overstretched, we will see some correction because the market needs to breathe.